Namaste. Thank you for joining us here on this edition of The Right Stand. I am Anand Narsimhan. Ladies and gentlemen, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, they say. But should itihasa, or as it happened, history, that means facts as they happen, should be also colored based on the vision of the person who's writing it or telling it? Or should it be said as it is so that we learn from it, we imbibe it, and then we move forward, deciding whether to make the same, repeat the same as something which is good, or ensure it's not repeated because it is a mistake. When there were more than 700 riyasats that merged into Bharat to form the India as we know it today, why is it that there was just one state, princely state, Jammu and Kashmir, that continues to remain a problem even today? It was all about the instrument of accession. Who was instrumental in delaying the accession? Was it Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru? Was it Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel? Has Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel ever been talked about with respect to Jammu and Kashmir? Or has he been responsible for uniting all the various riyasats and princely states other than Jammu and Kashmir? Well, you know the answer there. So then who was instrumental in whatever we see or whatever happened with Jammu and Kashmir? It was the first Prime Minister of our country, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Now there is an argument that's broken out between Jairam Ramesh ji and Kiren Rijiju ji. One saying one set of facts, blaming it all on Maharaja Hari Singh, and the other coming out and saying, hey, this is the fact, as said by the first Prime Minister, where in Parliament, a statement that was given. So historical lies being fact-checked now, and is a problem that could have been perhaps nipped in the bud, continuing to hurt India 7 decades later. That's the question we'll dive into this evening on debate number 1 on The Right Stand. The issue of Kashmir's accession. What is the truth? Let's try and understand this. This is what Jairam Ramesh ji has come out and said, where he says that the Maharaja Hari Singh at that time deterred because he dreamed of independence. The Maharaja acceded when Pakistan invaded. Pakistan, ladies and gentlemen, invaded on the 22nd of October 1947. The instrument of accession was deterred, delayed till the 27th of October 1947. But is there a history to this? We'll get to that. What does Mr. Jairam Ramesh then turn around and say? What does Kiren Rijiju say? It's a historical lie. Nehru's dubious role has been protected. Then Jairam Ramesh goes on to say that Maharaja acceded when Pakistan invaded. Nehru delayed and not the Maharaja, and as read out by Jawaharlal Nehru himself, saying that informally in July 1947, there was feelers that were sent by the Maharaja that we indeed want to accede. Sheikh Abdullah championed the accession as he sided with Nehru. Nehru rebuffed the Maharaja in July 1947. So July, August, September, October. Even by Mr. Jairam Ramesh's own admission, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was okay with till September 1947. Till September 1940 was okay with Kashmir going to Pakistan, but thereafter he says there were dynamics between Sardar Patel and Jinnah that if a Hindu state, largely Hindu state governed by a Muslim, went over to Pakistan, then why not a largely Muslim state governed by a Hindu come over to India? So it was about pawns and who's able to get more. But Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was not involved in Jammu and Kashmir. Who was involved? It was Jawaharlal Nehru. Nehru wanted more than accession, played for vote bank is the challenge. But the reality, ladies and gentlemen, is if both of them are partially true, maybe economical with the truth in some matters, maybe politically inclined in others, the reality is 22nd of October, the Kabilis invaded. Why did the entire decision accession be delayed by 4 vital days, 5 vital days that cost Bharat thousands of lives, that saw numerous Hindu and Sikh women being raped in Baramulla and Muzaffarabad, Mirpur and all those areas? How can we forget all that and let's just say that it was just a day-long debate, brushed it aside like a day-long debate on the 27th of October? This is all documented aspect. So can all of that be shirked? Is this a timely fact check? And is it time to call a spade and stop trying to? And who's whitewashing and who's not? Who's brownwashing and who's not? Who's tiding over or being economical with the truth and who's not? The Kashmir accession row is the debate at this point. Let's dive into it straight up, ladies and gentlemen, with our guest this evening. Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP with us. George Kurian, political strategist, also with us. Amit Raina, spokesperson, roots in Kashmir and Kashmiri activist with us. Namaste to everybody. Thank you very, very much for joining us. We've got the names wrong at the top. We just changed that at this point. But let me start with Amit Raina, the neutral among, let's say, the non-political voice at this point. I won't say neutral, but say the non-political voice, although he'll have a few things to say to both the parties or both the voices, spokespersons. But Amit Raina, this Kashmir accession has been a bane for us even today. Is a bane for us even today, has been a bane for us for nearly 75 years. Who should take the blame? Can we just pass it on? Can they play this ping pong? See, Nehru tha, nahi Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel tha. Modi झूठ बोल रहे हैं, नहीं Rahul झूठ बोल रहे हैं, Jairam Ramesh झूठ बोल रहे हैं, नहीं Rijiju झूठ बोल रहे हैं.
I think Kashmir is the perfect example, a great screenplay for a great Pottweiler. And it has deceit, it has occult practices, it has characters who get blinded by their love, it has political ambitions, personal ambitions. It is also a perfect example of too many cooks spoiling the broth. I think it is time that political parties who selectively use history of Jammu and Kashmir, the accession of Jammu and Kashmir, to malign their political opponents, they need to get their facts right. And I think the audience, the viewers need to have the facts right. So, as you rightly said, I will be neutral on this because as a student of history, I would share history. I would not share an opinion. Now, if you look at, we all know, and it's a fact that Nehru hated Hari Singh and Hari Singh distrusted Congress, especially Nehru. Nehru was fooled by Sheikh Abdullah in believing that Maharaja Hari Singh is a communal person. And Nehru, like a fool, believed Sheikh Abdullah. Now, in June 1947, Mountbatten himself flew to Srinagar to meet Maharaja Hari Singh, requesting him to join the Indian Union. Maharaja Hari Singh does not meet Mountbatten, feigns an illness. His own son, Dr. Karan Singh, in his autobiography writes that the response of Maharaja Hari Singh was typical feudal response to a troubling time. We also need to understand that Maharaja Hari Singh was an agnostic. But he was so much influenced by a occult practicing fake soothsayer, Swami Dev Singh, who made him believe that Maharaja Hari Singh will become a great monarch with reign extending up to Lahore. Now that happened. Maharaja Hari Singh sometimes started believing that he will be a great monarch. Now you have another man called Ramchandra Kak, who does not adhere to his Raj Dharma. Instead of giving the right advice to his Maharaja, goes and do ha mein ha with him. Then you have Nehru, who is fooled continuously by Sheikh Abdullah, and he's made to believe that that secularism of Kashmir will stay intact with Sheikh Abdullah. Then you have Patel and VP Menon. Sardar Patel and VP Menon were successful in accession of more than 500 princely states perfectly. But when it came to even they faltered. Because at some point of time, Sardar Patel himself was okay to let Kashmir go for Junagadh and Hyderabad. So there was no clarity. Then RSS chief MS Golwalkar himself flew on 17th October to Kashmir to meet Maharaja Hari Singh, requesting for accession. The accession did not happen. Then Nehru gets fooled by Mountbatten, and he's fooled by Mountbatten to internationalize the issue and take it to UN where Britishers cheat Nehru and side with Pakistan. Sheikh Abdullah supports the decision of accession to India not because he was secular, but because Jinnah knew the character Sheikh Abdullah was, and Sheikh Abdullah knew that if Jammu and Kashmir goes to Pakistan, he will become a political non-entity. And he again fools Nehru to extract promises which should have not been given ever in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. The state of Jammu and Kashmir, because of those promises and because of those concessions, even today after 70 years, is suffering. So that is how the accession has happened. So there were political ambitions and of royal ambitions of Maharaja. There were too many cooked. Mahatma Gandhi himself was fooled by Sheikh Abdullah, making believe that Jammu and Kashmir is a beacon of communal harmony when entire country was into communal
No,
rights.
but the point is, if it was communal harmony, why did not want to fully accede to India and fully integrate with India?